Welcome to this edition of Cross Culture with Bola. Welcome again. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe so that you can be a part of this ongoing conversation. And to my regulars, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me and be a part of this cross-cultural conversation. My focus today is on parents who send their kids to go to school in especially Western countries. I get it. I understand why we need to make the decisions that we make. We make the decisions in the best interest of our children, and I applaud you for making the sacrifices needed, especially considering the ever volatile exchange rate. And send your kids because you want to give them the benefit of a good education. You want to make sure that you leave something in them, which is extremely important. Kudos to you. However, there are a few issues that I need to address. I think I need to sensitize you to before you make that decision to send your children thousands of miles away so they can get an education. I have had a lot of international students, as we call them here, pass through my home. I have had a lot of them pass through our church. I have had a lot of them in the community. And the things I'm going to be talking about today are from the experiences that I've had over the years dealing with international students. And let me say this, a lot of those students are from very good homes. A lot of them have very good home training. As I'm talking to you and I'm thinking about a lot of them that I have the joy, the privilege, and the honor of getting to know and being family with. A lot of them. I've had some of them who have graduated, gotten married, come back to visit, some with their wives, some with their husbands, and it's always a joy. Oh boy. You can't imagine what it does to me to see them. Some of them call, some of them even give us gifts. They're now on their own doing incredible stuff, and we are excited to be associated with them. However, I am beginning to see a new problem, a new crop of children coming who don't have what they need and what it takes to survive here. So I want to talk to parents. I want to tell you the things that you need to do at the front end before you send your children to come into this country to go to school. The first thing that I need to say is you need to train these children. The Bible says, train up a child in the way that he should go. This training is a whole spectrum. It's not just in terms of the scriptures, which is extremely important, but you need to train these children. You need to train them to work with their hands. You need to talk to your kids about hard work. These children need to know that nothing good comes easy. I know a lot of you are trying to give your kids what you didn't have growing up. Please give them what you have. What you have were parents who taught you the value of hard work. What you had were parents who taught you what it means to be respectful. What you had was parents who taught you empathy. What you had was parents who did not give things to you that you did not deserve. Parents who taught you virtue. Please, I am beginning to see kids come into this country who just were not trained. And I say that with every sense of responsibility. Children who were not trained. It's really sad. I'm seeing children who come into this country and they can't even pick up after themselves. It's really a shame. It says a lot about the parents that your kids are coming into somebody else's home and they don't know the basic rules of living with someone. It's not good. I know in the countries where you have house helps, you have people who clean their shoes, you have people who brush their teeth, you have people who wash their underpants and all that. Please, that doesn't exist here. There is nobody going to pick after those kids in this country. And you send them here, you don't sensitize them to the fact that when they live with people, that there are basic rules, that there are boundaries that they need to respect. It's such a shame, a huge shame, that these children don't know anything about boundaries. These children just are entitled, spoiled kids who feel entitled to everything and they don't have a sense of responsibility. Please, 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 parents, train your children. Train these children. The things they have don't come easy. In this country, we work very hard for everything that we have. And it's a waste of time to begin to babysit adults. We don't have time for that here. Another thing that I saw are parents who send their kids into this country and they don't have guardian. You just get them admission to these schools and you just put them in the aircraft and they land and they're just out there with nobody to help them navigate the system. I know it works for some people. I know some people have been like that and everything worked out. But see, increasingly, we are seeing a huge number of international children drop out of school. And their parents back in the countries where they're coming from don't even know their kids are not in school. We're seeing an increasing number of them get into depression, mental health issues, because some of you just leave them here. You just think it's all about money. No, it's not. There is a lot that these children need in terms of a community around them. So if you are sending your children outside of the country, do your homework, do your research, find out, is there anybody there that can look out for my kids? And let me tell you something that goes with that though. Your kid is an adult. The schools aren't going to talk to us except there is express written permission in the student's file that they can talk to Mrs. Jane or Mr. John. If that is not in the file, there is no way to know what's happening to your son, except of course if you give us if we have their password and we can log into their university profile and see what's going on. There are students who have been in school 4 or 5 years, they have not graduated, and they're just telling stories all over the place. If you want us to look out for your kids, you have to give us the tools that we need to look out for them. When I'm talking about tools to look out for them, I mean you have to let the kids know that you have given us permission to find out whatever is going on. The other day I was talking to a lady who went to visit one such child, and the child didn't open the door for the lady to come in. We are having kids who just don't pick up their phones. They don't reply to text. They don't pick up phones. And we don't have the time to be going all over the place to look for these kids. No, we don't. So if you want us to look out for your kids, do your job back when they were much younger. Train them. Talk to them about what it means to respect an adult. Talk to them about the things that they need to do. Talk to them about life. Teach them how to manage their resources. We don't have money to be throwing around to kids who are just entitled and want to buy everything that is on sale. We don't have that kind of money. We don't spend our money that way. The other day, a child was asking me for, what's the name of this shoe now? I don't even know the name of the shoe. It was one of these designer shoes. I never bought any such shoe for any of my children. I never bought for myself either. So why am I buying it for somebody else's child? It doesn't work that way. You guys bring up these kids to like all this designer stuff, and they are spending all this incredible amount of money on things that don't even make sense. And then they are telling you they are broke all the time. Hey, please, if you have brought them up on these expensive diets of clothes, shoes, jewelry, and vacations and all that. Make sure you are sending them the money that they need to maintain that lifestyle. We don't live like that at all. So before you send your kids here, find out what you need to know. Don't just ship them over and expect that, oh, they are here. So America is the land of milk and honey, and we're going to be all over the place running after them. We don't have time to run after anybody's children. So please, it's becoming a problem of a proportion of almost a pandemic, that we are having kids now who just don't know what life is about. I am begging you, from whatever country you are, please train your children. Talk to your children, okay? And give us the tools. I remember a couple of years ago, somebody brought the child here, and I was like, oh, what do you want me to do with this child? How, there are laws here. I can't beat your child because I don't want to go to jail because of you. I can't, there's a lot of things that you can do back in Africa that I can't do. So what the parents did, when they bought the child a car, the car was in my name. So I could repossess the car if the child wanted to misbehave, and nobody was going to arrest me or stuff like that. I had the password, so I could log in and see what this child was doing and stuff like that. A lot of you don't want to give those, permission. You don't want us to get that involved in your child's life, and you also want us to babysit them. We can't. You can't eat your cake and have it. So before you send your kids, make sure you have somebody who is looking out for your child. Make sure you've trained the child as to what to do. Pick up after themselves. I can't pick up after an adult. They need to learn to clean. They need to learn to cook. They need to learn to live with people. A lot of these children don't. They are too entitled. Please train them. Train them very well. And let your kids know that, whoever, Auntie Bola, Uncle Sam, or Pastor, whatever, or Professor, whoever, is going to be calling them up, or tell them, give them time. You must call every Friday and let Professor this person know how you're doing. That's what we need. Don't put the responsibility on us. We are not babysitters, please. God bless you. We're expecting your children, but bring them properly packaged, properly trained. That's what we're looking forward to. God bless you. Please like this video, and if you're upset about what I said, you think I'm talking to you, you bet you're right. It's you I'm talking to. Do better next time. God bless you.